Well, welcome everyone to Mount Lebanon Girls JV Lacrosse. We've got a great night here. It's Mount Lebanon against Fox Chapel tonight. We've got the JV game coming up here in a minute at 6:30, and varsity plays at 8. Got Mark Hoover here, and Mark, temperatures are getting a little warmer than they were the last couple games.
That's true. Very pleasant once again.
Sun's out. A couple fans starting to file in. Pretty good
turnout from the visitings.
From all the way down from Fox Chapel at rush hour. Well done. Thank you. So welcome everyone who's listening and on the live stream. We've got a stick check coming up, it looks like. COVID style, as usual, as we've been doing this season. Players laying their sticks down on the field and walking away and avoiding personal contact there. Safety first.
Fox Chapel JV looks like a pretty big team. A lot of girls there, it looks like.
They do. Lebo, a little bit lower in numbers maybe this year, but certainly not lower in quality. Both JV and varsity looking real strong so far this season. JV is 7-0-1. The one tie coming against Peters, and a bunch of really nice victories. Some of them quite easy victories.
Solid victories.
Yeah.
Very good play.
Last game we watched here at home against Hempfield Thursday last week. The coach is really telling the girls to hold off and stop scoring really. And I think they have, and they were at 17, and Coach Catan put the stops on it. Lebo doing their cheer here and taking the field. Lebo will be in white, going from left to right, and Fox Chapel black and red, going right to left. Their goalie will be staring in the sun here in the first half. Not an easy job, making a tough job a little harder.
We'll return the favor.
We will. The sun will be even lower and into our eyes. We've got Madison Flynn starting in goal for Lebo for the JV squad. And the draw is up. We are underway. We got JV girls, Mount Lebanon versus Fox Chapel here.
Fox Chapel gets the draw.
Nice draw control there by Fox Chapel.
Good check there.
Ball down.
Number 18.
Mad scramble in the defensive area, and Lebo comes up with the ground ball, the GB.
Olivia Maher.
Nice nice pickup there by Olivia. You want to see those and ball down again. You want to see those ground balls. That one picked up by Fox Chapel. Spin move and a trip. Looked like she tripped on her own feet a little bit, but ref saw it differently.
That's right. Push there.
Push on Lebo D. Free position for Fox Chapel. Repositioning Grace Goslin, the offending Lebo player, 4 meters at least behind the. So Fox Chapel has it out at the 12, getting into their offensive set and looking to pass it around the horn. Nice pickoff.
Is that?
Yep.
Sophia Cunningham, I believe.
Yep. Sophia with a really nice interception there, anticipating the pass, stepping in, and having the stick skills to grab it. Nice pass there, Morgan Daniels up to Tessa Conway, and Lebo bring it down to the offensive zone.
You've seen some really strong play out of the midfielders on the JV this year.
Absolutely. That's right, Mark. Sarah Hudak's having an outstanding season, Morgan Daniels as well. Ball down there, passing it in from the X, and Sarah Hudak trying to. Nina Harpster, yes, Nina's a junior. Nina takes it back into the X, looking for a cutter. And Avery Saba, I say Sid Saba, that's her sister. Ground ball back in the X. Avery's a lefty. Out to Tessa Conway. Out at the 12, and wide open in front of the goal is Morgan Daniels. But she's covered quickly. Nifty move, though.
The last minute, good defensive play.
Check from behind on Morgan, so she wasn't able to get the shot off. She had a nice little dodge there to free herself up and get open. And Fox Chapel called on Mount Lebanon. And a nice, another deflected pass there by Sophia Cunningham, and Lebo will retain the ball here. Avery Saba passing it up to Nora Austin, number 18, and Nora turns around and ball drops out, but Avery Saba picks it up. Avery sees Tessa Conway. Over to Nina Harpster back as the game goes on.
A little warmed up, get everything under control, relax a little bit. Fox Chapel already putting some subs in a few times already.
And Sarah Hudak cutting across. A drop ball there by Tessa Conway. And nice pickup there by Elena Engel, 37, in traffic. Back to Nina Harpster in the X. Nina looking around, and Avery Saba, and ball down again. And whistle blows. It looks like a foul against Fox Chapel. I think it might have been 3 seconds. I'm not sure, Mark.
I'm not sure. I didn't think.
Outside of the 8, so not really in a great shooting position, especially as a lefty out there. She looks to pass it.
Oh, nice pass.
And Sarah Hudak picks it up on the other side, makes a nice cut, and
nice goal, Sarah.
rolls around her defender to her left, her weak side, and unassisted goal there by Sarah Hudak. It's 1-0 Lebo with just over 20 minutes to go.
Looked like she dropped a second, but she recovered it quickly, and nice shot on goal. Nice move. We've seen that from her all year, though.
Sarah has been a real star. A lot of good players on this team. She's been one of the ones that stands out even above them. Really having strong performance on the draw. Speaking of, Morgan Daniels draws it to herself. Lebo, and one for Lebo and one for ball down there. Nice ground ball by Morgan Daniels. And nice. She tries to clear. Nora Austin breaks it up, but Fox Chapel picks it up. It's number 7, and she's got some wheels.
She's moving.
She's moving down the field, looking for a partner. Ball down. Nice little tap from behind, I think, by Nora. And Nora picks it up. Excellent D by Nora.
Streaking number 9 too. Slow her down. That's what you hear the coaches say that all the time. Get in front of the players.
Absolutely. You really want to see your attackers and your middies defending in that middle ground there, making it hard for the other team to bring it down to the offensive zone.
That's right. Giving your defensive players time to set up.
That's exactly what Austin did right there. If I dropped the ball or missed a connection there, and Fox Chapel has it again. Grace Goslin with a nice little peck of a check. I don't know if that's a real official term, but
Sounds
nice
good.
light check, and got the ball loose. And Sarah Hudak bringing it down over to Tessa Conway. Sarah showing off some wheels there. Over to Bethany Allen. And passing it around outside the 12 now is Lebo. Lebo and White moving left to right. It's 1-0 Lebo. 18 minutes to go in the first half. And met by a stout defender there.
Stick to the hood.
You're really not allowed to extend your arms as a defender with your stick, and I think that's what she was called for right there.
Yeah, it was close to getting hit in the head with a stick too.
It was outside the 8. Yeah, that's right. It was almost an unsafe condition there. Outside of the 8, so it won't be an 8-meter.
Nice pass.
But nice pass inside to Sarah Hudak. Sarah makes a nice shot low and just misses the goal, or the goalie saved by the goalie. That was Morgan Daniels on that shot. And Fox Chapel picks it up in the X.
2 good shots, 2 good saves. Can't blame either one. Those were good plays, good lacrosse plays.
And Fox Chapel trying to get it down into the offensive zone, and Lebo doing a nice job of defending right now. Slowing him down. Grace Goslin on the D there. And Claire turns around. Doesn't want to dodge around Grace. Can't dodge around Grace. And Fox Chapel is down and in. Nice check from behind. Picked up again. And a check across the body is called. And Fox Chapel will have their first 8-meter of the game, and I think this will be the first shot, if it turns out to be a shot, on Madison Flynn. Leva's JV goalie here this first half. Madison splitting time with Elena Harpster.
Nice defense.
The defense collapsing on number one of not letting her shoot, beating her to the spot. Now covering it back in the X, extending our D a little bit is Morgan Daniels. And that's a charge.
Good.
Grace Goslin had position there, and she held her ground and got knocked down, and that's a charge.
You like to see that.
Yes.
That shows discipline on the defense.
It's a little different than basketball, Mark. In lacrosse, you don't have to have both feet set perfectly. You just basically have to own that position first. And right there, Grace owned that spot, and she was run over, regardless of where her feet were. Sarah Hudak with a beautiful shot, but it's called up space here, and Sarah will have Lebo's first 8-meter of the game. Sarah right at the top of the 8.
Should be
nice.
Good chance.
Good chance for her to take a shot, and
they're going to move some of those.
Sarah winds up and just left goalie in nice position there, and looks like it did go over to so Fox Chapel was closest to the ball when it went out the end line, and they have it now. Oftentimes the Lebo players are well positioned on those 8 meters, but not that time. It's hard to see over there. That looked like a check by Sophia Cunningham, but maybe it was an illegal check called by the ref. And Fox Chapel bringing it back down to the offensive zone. Close game so far. 14 minutes to go. 1-0 Lebo. And Fox Chapel looking to get on the board.
Is that another charge?
And that was another charge. That's right, Mark. Generally speaking, running through 2 defenders in any sport is not a great idea.
You still don't see it called as often as you would think, though. At least as often as I think I see.
Yeah.
I wish I could hear you louder.
We're right screaming?
Here.
You're too kind.
I want to hear it.
Sit up here.
Put the headphones on.
And turnover there by Lebo, and number 7 of Apple showing some wheels again. And zone. Just over 13.5 to go. 1-0 Lebo. A close match here.
Oh.
And
that's going to be an 8-meter.
Called across the body check. Illegal check there on Sophia Cunningham of Lebo, and it'll be Fox Chapel's second 8-meter of the game.
See if they can hold them off like they did last time. Really good defense last time. Collapsed really quickly.
Yes. The goal was a defender shot, and
well, then she did it again. Nice shot, though.
Defender was there.
Save.
She kind of did a little jump, and a nice save by Madison
Flynn.
Yes, exactly. Fox Chapel now 0 for 2 on 8 meters, and Lebo brings defensive zone. Got Sarah Hudak into a wide open Nina Harpster, and Nina, beautiful placement, lower left.
Tough shot, too.
That's right. Was that, who was on the assist, Mark?
Hudak.
It was Hudak.
Yep.
So Sarah Hudak, I think that was an assist. And Nina Harpster with a beautiful placement on that goal. Makes it. And Nina's goal brings it to 2-0 Lebo. We're halfway through the first half here, talking about JV girls lacrosse. We got Mount Lebanon against Fox Chapel. And we're back to the draw here. Nice
clean
Sarah Hudak, right to herself. She knew exactly where that ball was going and grabbed it. So draw control there by Lebo. And it's 2-1 in terms of draw controls. 2 for Lebo, that is, and 1 for Fox Chapel. Tessa Conway trying to roll the crease, and does so with some nifty
stick work,
nifty dodging. And Bethany Allen with some good hustle there, getting there first. It's the player who's closest to the ball when the ball goes out of bounds is the one who gets it. Bethany brings it back in. And Morgan Daniels rolling to her left, getting daylight and taking a shot.
Again, nice hustle by Lebo.
Yep, Sophia Cunningham back there. I like Mark lefty rolls and lefty shots that were out of the axe to Sid Saba. Or excuse me, I keep calling her Sid. Sorry, Avery. And I have an Avery. Avery Saba. A little too hot to handle right in front of the goal. Plus, she was covered pretty well by Fox Chapel there. Goalie looking to clear and ball down. A little bit overshooting the intended recipient. And a nice pickup by Eliza Sophia Cunningham. And Sarah Hudak. Sarah's got some room. And shooting space called. I think this happened to Sarah once before. She made a shot like she did here, but shooting space was called simultaneously, so Sarah will have another chance at an 8-meter here. Lebo's second 8-meter of the game, Sarah Hudak's second 8-meter of the game. In the middle, another good chance to. Really nice save by the goalie there.
Recovered by Mount Lebanon. Nice shot, or a nice pass in the crease. Another nice save by the goalie.
Fox Chapel's goalie, number 41. I apologize, we don't have a roster here for their JV team. Doing a very nice job in there, but she makes it down the field. Push called on Lebo, and Fox Chapel's into the offensive zone here.
Chapel bringing it around.
Ball down again. And nice job by Avery right there. Oh, and then deflected. Nice job by the Fox Chapel, and Avery picks it back up. Balls down left and right. That one to Bethany Allen's defense was probably, she was staring right at a bright ball of light called the sun when she was trying to catch that ball.
Another yellow ball.
And nice check there by Avery Saba, but picked up alertly by the Fox Chapel player. Should be switching to her left, but decides not to, and stays right-handed.
Brings back out, sets up.
Grace Gosselin guarding her from going right. Now she switches left.
Grace has been really strong indeed this year.
And speaking of which, good timing. She knocks down that pass, and Campbell for it, and a nice ground ball GB there by Olivia Mayer. And Olivia's running it down the field quickly, ahead of the Fox Chapel players, up to Morgan Daniels. Morgan sees Sophia Cunningham. Sophia sees it too late. She was wide open, but wasn't looking for a pass at that moment. And ball down, and
that would have been pretty.
Ground ball pickup by Fox Chapel. So 2-0, 7.5 to go. Fox Chapel in black, going right to left here. Nice check there by Sarah Hudak. In the sphere is called on Sarah Hudak. So getting too close to the head. Buzz Lightyear helmet on all these players. You're not allowed to put your stick inside of that. And Sarah got called for that right there. Or if you're old like me, you know, kind of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea diver helmet. Yeah.
I think every ref seems to have a different definition of it as well.
Well, that's true. It is hard to, with such a fast game, though, and the sticks moving left and well, that one right there, that was pretty clear.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, obviously, is to keep the girls safe, and I think, especially at this age, that's what's the most important.
Yeah. No, that's right, Mark.
Not that
concussions are so prominent in so many sports these days, knocking players out for weeks and months, that we don't need any more concussions. Ball down. Sophia Cunningham coming out on the Fox Chapel player. And
when you have to sprint a little bit.
And Avery Saba with a nice stepping into the passing lane beautifully right there. And gets pushed, and it's her ball up to Mayer, over to Gosselin. Gosselin showing some wheels, bringing it downfield here. And into the offensive zone. It's just under 6 minutes, 2-0. It's a low-scoring affair. And over to Sarah Hudak, and a nice kind of knee leg block there by the goalie.
Yeah, all kudos to that goalie, number 41.
Fox Chapel's goalie is really, JV goalie, really having a nice game. And Sarah has one goal, but a couple of shots, and I'm sure she wishes she had a couple more goals on those shots, but no fault of hers. That goalie's playing really well right now. Nora Austin into Sarah. Sarah hits the pipe and over to Nina Hartford. Beautiful shot by Nina, lower right, and beat the goalie, and it's 3-0 Lebo. And that was unassisted.
Nina's second goal.
Exactly. Nina having another good night.
It looked like a shot that bounced right into her laps. She was able to control the ball and put a shot right back on goal.
Yeah, Sarah had a nice shot. It hit the cage, popped up kind of in the air a little bit, and Nina had the stick skills to grab it, fake a shot, and then shoot. Beautiful. We've got, I think, Morgan Daniels here on the draw. She flips it out, and it's scrambled between Nora Austin and number 7 of Fox Chapel, and number 7
Nice body control by
wins
number
that
7.
battle. She's a nice player. Again, apologies we don't have a roster for any Fox Chapel fans listening. And Fox Chapel into the offensive zone, looking to get their goal of the night. Still not successful yet. And there it is, unassisted, number 7 of Fox Chapel, doing a nice little smooth and placing it lower left and getting them on the board.
I blame that one on you, Hans.
You know, we have so much power when we're announcing by jinxing things, Mark.
Just thinking. Those words cross our lips.
It's really a big responsibility to have all this power. It's kind of daunting. 3-1, Mount Lebanon. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. We've got JV right now. JV girls lacrosse, Mount Lebanon and Fox Chapel. And nice draw control there by Avery Saba. Flips it up and down and gets it herself and takes it down and scores.
Nice shot, Avery.
Beautifully done all around there by
Good
Avery,
answer.
Avery
Good,
Saba.
quick response to that nice goal by Fox Chapel.
So 4-1 Mount Lebanon. You love to see the assisted goals, Mark, but that one didn't need an assist.
No, she ran right down there. Those breakaways.
She did the draw. She flipped it to herself. She ran down. She
was not forced. She didn't force her way in.
No.
Just a good solid speed and nice, coupled with a nice shot. Fox Chapel controlled that draw.
I've got the draw control at 3-3 unofficially here, and number 7 who drew blood once, and it's a charge. Anytime you run through that double team, Mark, you're at risk of getting called for a charge.
That's their third one. Being very aggressive, and they're getting called for it.
You want to see aggressive play, but textbook is when you got the double team on you to turn around and back out. Don't try to keep moving towards the goal. And typically that means passing it backwards, which is not a real big problem. Nice pass up ahead to Tessa Conway. And Tessa taking advantage. And beautiful play by Nora Austin right there, number 18.
Good anticipation of where that ball was going to go.
Yeah.
Scooped it up, took it right in, saw our opportunity, and scored. Good job, Nora.
Scored by number 18, Nora.
So Lebo taking a 5-1 lead, just over a minute to go in the first half. And Nora Austin there with a beautiful reading the goalie, or reading the pass where it was going to go, and intercepting it, sprinting the goal, and then placing a nice shot. And Fox Chapel with the draw control again, number 7, doing a nice job there. And she was not on the draw; she was on the serve. But Fox Chapel's middy's doing a solid job here. I've got the draw control at 4-3 for Fox Chapel. And Fox Chapel, with 30 seconds to go, drops the ball over to Lebo. Let's see if Lebo tries to get in the scoring zone.
Olivia Maher.
Nice pickup on the pass, and 2 seconds to go. Olivia down into the off in front of the goal, and
good save.
Incredible save right there by the goalie. 6 seconds left. She's probably just gonna. Well, she does pass it out, but time's gonna expire here. And we've got 5-1. And 5-1 Mount Lebanon. Strong first half mark for the Blue Devils. And really defensively, Fox Chapel getting on the offensive end. A couple shots, and that was about it. But we've got the scoring pretty spread out by Mount Lebanon. Nina Harpster leading the way with 2 goals, but then Sarah Hudak with a goal and an assist, Avery Saba with a goal, and Nora Austin with a goal. Excuse me, Mark.
I was going to say, this is as difficult as a half of the competition that I think the JV's seen all year.
It is. It is.
Maybe the Peters game there. It's pretty close.
True. If I recall, they came back against. Well, no, I
think we
can't
were
recall the
down.
halftime score.
They came back.
We did go up 2, I think, fairly late in the game, and then they, to their credit, pulled out 2 goals in the last maybe 5 minutes to tie things up. A little bit of a heartbreaker for Jay, I'm sure, but certainly nothing to be ashamed of. They're 7-0-1 on the season and leading Fox Chapel here 5-1 at halftime. We've got 4 minutes to go in halftime. Might take a little break here, and see you all in a minute.
You know what I mean? I was like, the girl back and forth. But in the back of my head, so, anyways, she
Alrighty, getting ready to start the second half of the JV game. Mount Lebanon Fox Chapel. Mount Lebanon up 5-0. We have a goalie change. We have Elena Harpster in goal for Mount Lebanon. Here's number 41 still in goal for Fox Chapel. We had a very strong first half. Tessa Conaway. Ball down. Morgan Daniels picks it back up. We have a foul on Morgan Daniels. She'll be shooting from the 8.
Who's that draw control go to?
Yeah,
There go to Lebo?
Yep.
4-4 in the draw control, evened up. Morgan's got an 8-meter. Nice chance to take a shot if she wants to.
Looks like in good position.
Goalie set, Morgan set.
And a goal.
Oh, hits the cage. It might have hit 2 pipes there.
Yeah.
Nora Austin picks it up. And nice save, either saved by the goalie or another pipe. And Fox Chapel's goalie having a great night. I think this is the same goalie as the first half.
It is.
Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
number 41.
41. And nice clear there for Fox Chapel. Lebo really could be up quite a bit more if it weren't for some nifty goalieing by Fox Chapel. And Fox Chapel back in the X, behind the goal line extended, GLE. Passes it now to Gosselin. Harpster into the offensive zone, sees Conway running to goal. Conway didn't have the angle and takes it back to X. Nice control there by Tessa.
Yep, not to push it in.
And
Rolling the crease.
Nina Harpster.
Having a great game.
Throw your hats in the air. Nina Harpster just got her 3rd goal. It's a hat trick for her. Unassisted, nice crease roll there. Fox Chapel's D not picking up her move to her left side. Still with the ball. And passes it back to Nina Harpster in the X. Nina over to Hudak. Hudak with a nice spin move. Rolling the crease. Oh. Tough
Nice
pass in
pass.
traffic.
Controlled
and,
by Morgan Daniels.
Daniel, backhanded catch. The pass was only about 6 feet long, but she super quick reflexes there. Rolls around her defender, shoots, and saved by the goalie. I think she hit the goalie. And ball goes over to Fox Chapel now. Fox Chapel in black, going left to right. 20 minutes to go in the second half here. Junior varsity, high school girls lacrosse. And Mount Lebanon leading 6-1. Tessa Conway giving Fox Chapel player fits there, but they get it into the offensive set. Out at the 12. Pass inside.
Tough pass.
And nice.
Picked up.
Nice getting involved was Sarah Hudak asserting herself and getting the pass there, or getting the ground ball, GB, very nicely.
Very
turnover, causing that turnover for Lebo. Pass
down.
Inside to Daniels by Gosselin.
Oh, nice soft
and,
touch.
Full turn and left-handed shot. Her weak side, that was Daniels, and beautiful play by her. Nice stick skills.
Nice soft shot too. Yeah. We have 7-1, Hans.
That's our second assisted goal of the night, Mark, out of the 7. And I think the PA announcer had that wrong. It was Morgan Daniels on the shot, number 3, scoring her first of the night. Grace Gosselin, though, does get credit for the assist. Nice to see those assisted goals. Fox Chapel, number 7, she's been very active on the draw, very active
Calling
overall.
her number quite a bit.
She has her only goal of the night.
Fox Chapel player down.
Number 14 for Fox Chapel. I didn't see what happened. Did you,
I
Mark?
didn't either.
It's like a knee or ankle, maybe. I'm not sure. It's definitely
Definitely in pain.
definitely having some pain, unfortunately. Other players taking a knee. You always worry a little bit.
Yes.
Knees are involved,
Absolutely.
especially.
It can happen so quickly. Hopefully she gets up. It's just a bump. She runs it off.
Timeout here on the field. Injury for Fox Chapel, number 14. We're waiting to see what might come of it. Hopefully nothing too serious. Lebo's up 7-1. We've got just over 18 minutes left here in June.
Gorgeous night. Not a cloud in the sky. Comfortable temperature.
Chapel player still down and in pain.
Let's see the. Don't see the trainers anywhere.
She gets up.
Gets up. She was walking off.
Definitely favoring that left leg and definitely feeling some pain here.
It's number 14 for Fox Chapel. Being helped off by the coaches.
Looks like the medics are over at the bench here. Check things out, and again, we certainly wish her well and hope she's okay. Nothing serious. Fox Chapel with the ball in the offense zone here. We've got a fine daylight, and we've got a shooting space call.
The goal does not count. Let's see what happens.
Fox Chapel will have their third good position to take a shot, and Avery Saba trying to get in there and does. Beautiful play by Avery. Oh, but Fox Chapel player, to her credit, fights for it. The ball is down and gets it in traffic.
Good. Very good defense on those 8-meter shots.
Nice play on the end line there by Olivia Mayer. As the ball was rolling out, she did a nice box out, kept the possession, or got the possession over to Lebo. Nice pass there as well up to Avery Saba, across midfield, and Lebo down, getting defensive set with another chance to. We'll see how they do here. Coach Catan calling out a play, it sounds like. See if they run a little clock, we don't know.
Wouldn't be surprised if they do.
And unfortunately, I didn't see exactly what happened there, but
It's just a missed pass.
missed pass there, and the ball goes out of bounds on a pass, and Fox Chapel gets the ball back.
You don't like to see that.
Number 7 bringing it across midfield and down the restraining line into the offensive zone. Push the ball down there. That is number 7 of Fox Chapel. You want to see him push the ball down, see if they can get a goal in transition, but it wasn't there. Credit to Lebo's defense. And speaking of by Sophia Cunningham.
She came running off the bench. I don't know. Perfect timing. Beelined it for that ball.
And number 13, Elena Harpster, in goal now for Lebo, looking for a passing partner. And clears it nicely to older sister Nina Harpster. Elena's a freshman, Nina's a junior, and that worked out well. Harpster over to White, and White up to Allen. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds. A little bit, they both were kind of dancing on the sidelines there, a little bit risky of a little bit of a force perhaps. And Fox Chapel will take over here. See if
Ball down.
Lebo does defend
Nice
Mayer
ground
with
ball.
a nice ground ball. A GB up at midfield here, and Mayer taking it down hard and gets clear. And illegal check, it looks like, was called on Fox Chapel, and Mayer will have an 8-meter.
Nice position in there. Let's see what she can do.
So far,
Nice position in there. Let's see what she can do.
So far, Lebo 0 for 2 on the 8 meters. See if we can draw it off like a quick start.
Nice
and a
shot.
beautiful shot, lower left. A gorgeous shot there by Olivia Mayer, her first of the night.
With authority.
Mount on the goal, scored by number 14, Olivia Maher.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Olivia Maher.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Mark.
It's Maher.
Maher, excuse me.
8-1 with just over 4.
Olivia Maher with a beautiful 8-meter there. Lebo's first 8-meter score of the night. We're 1 for 3 out of that position now.
It's surprising.
And we've got Sarah Hudak on the draw with Avery Saba and Nora Austin on the circle. See if we-
Well, didn't go about. We'll do another redo.
And as Mark said, it'll be a redo here. The ball needs to get above their heads. It's tell from this angle, but the number 45 there,
Pressured immediately by
46. And running through the double team, but splitting it is number 46. She doesn't want to switch to her left. And Avery Saba asserts herself, getting the ball, and beautiful, causing a turnover there by Saba. Saba having an outstanding game, along with a number of other Blue Devils here. Saba looking for an attacker to pass to, or a fellow to go in the second half here.
Is that
on this
9-1?
maybe. And guessing a timeout here by Fox Chapel. Lebo, strong defensive play tonight, really. Stopping Fox Chapel from having really any sort of flow on the offensive end, and obviously just having one goal on the night. They're doing a great job in that respect. A lot of acts of GBs, and well done on that end. And the offense is starting to fire up as well.
Yeah, started off a little sloppy. They seem to control the ball a little bit better since the first few minutes of the game, and I think it's reflected in the score.
That's right. It's 5-1 at halftime. We've got 4 goals so far in the second half, and we're not quite halfway through it yet. 12:44 left, and not quite halfway through it yet. 12:44 left in the second half. Recognize the Lebo coaches here while we've got a little break. Recognize the Lebo coaches here while we've got a little break. And obviously we've got Brian Catan putting up everything for Lebo, and Julie Bushman, his valued assistant, helping out. We've got Sarah Lampier helping the team as well, and being maybe the one who's the most vocal on the sideline. Well, Brian can be pretty vocal too. And Kat Murphy needs to be recognized here, especially. She's coaching the JV. And Analia Traktora, one of our awesome players from just a couple years ago, playing at Bowdoin right now, and but they unfortunately don't have much of a season, if any. And she's doing school online. Nice draw control there by Lebo. Morgan Daniels coming up with it. And Lebo, Sarah Hudak with a nice shot. Sarah gets it back though, in traffic. Nicely done.
The goalie's had Sarah's number the whole game, it seems. She might have a goal. Several block shots, that's for sure.
That's absolutely right, Mark. That goalie's had a number of Lebo's players' numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
But especially Sarah's. And Sarah had a couple of pipes as well.
Another good save by the goalie.
Shot there by Elena Engel, number 37. And the goalie's out and running and about to get checked there. And she's going to have to sprint back to goal, although now there's it looks like Fox Chapel will come up with the ball. It'll be off of Fox Chapel and Lebo ball, though. Sophia Cunningham bringing it back in. ball down. And things getting a tad sloppy, but Sarah Hudak picks it up. She gets pushed behind, and she wasn't inside the 8, so she'll have an indirect at the 12. Free position, that is. And Sarah sees a couple open players. Now with the change in rules, players are allowed to move on whistles. The movement is allowed the last 2 years now. Tessa Conway is still open in the back there, Mark.
Yeah,
surprise. Will connect with her, although now they're cheating over to her.
Yeah.
And they do, and
nice.
yes, an assisted goal there. Nice shot by Tessa Conway. And great assist there by...
Covered Tessa in that situation?
I believe so, Mark, although I'm not certain of that.
Yeah, just
I'm
kind
getting
of...
out over my skis on that one. My coaching days were back when you weren't allowed to move. Even on timeouts, the girls would drop their sticks and run over the sideline. You probably remember. Those days weren't that long ago. So it's really been the last 2 years, and I'm not sure of that. I'll look that up for our next telecast. Thank you, Mark. Good question. Ties up the draw control, 6-6 there. Nice job by Sarah Hudak. And Sarah also had an assist on that last one.
Morgan Daniels with a shot there, and another save by number 41, Fox Chapel goalie.
Busy night in goal and a good night in goal. Fox Chapel goalie. She may not with her own play, but she should be. She's done a nice job.
Peppering her with shots all night long.
9.5 minutes to go. It's 10-1 Lebo here in the second half. JV game, Mount Lebanon girls lacrosse against Fox Chapel. And Fox Chapel in black in the offensive zone here. I didn't catch what the hand motion there was. It looked like maybe a illegal check or a push. And Fox Chapel will have their 4th 8-meter of the night. Elena Harpster in goal. And 46 for Fox Chapel getting set.
Again.
And again, Avery Saba getting in there. Also, maybe Sophia Cunningham and Nora Austin getting involved. And Lebo gets the ball back. Fox Chapel now 0 for 4 on 8 meters for the game. Grace Gosselin showing some wheels.
We have suffocated those
And she
shots.
gets open in the middle. Misses just left. Nice nip. And pass over to Sarah Hudak.
And she gets
Beautiful pass, beautiful
pass,
shot there, lower left by Sarah Hudak. And Sarah has 2 goals and 2 assists on the night. And Morgan Daniels had a beautiful assist right there, and she also has 2 goals. Those middies really playing well here for Lebo, Mark. Those middies really playing well here for Lebo, Mark.
Starting to open up the game a little bit. 11-1, just under 8 minutes to go.
And Sarah probably, to your point, really happy about that one. After that goal, he's kind of had her number for several minutes here. Draw control to Lebo there. Morgan Daniels flipping it to Nora Austin. Up to Hudak, feeling it.
There she goes.
Has put her demons away with that goalie and now scores 2 in a row. Sarah Hudak.
There's her hat trick.
There's her hat trick. You can't hold Sarah down for long in the games we've watched. She's really a strong player here for JV. Coach Saba on the draw down, and number 7 of Fox Chapel, who's had a really nice game, comes up with it.
Runs it straight down. Smartly pulls it back out.
Pass, a roll, and a high shot there. Nicely done by, I want to say number 52. It's 50-something.
Yes, I can't.
My eyes aren't that good.
Make out that number.
It's 56 maybe of Fox Chapel. Assist by number 7. Fox Chapel. Assist by number 7. And that is the second goal for Fox Chapel on the night. It is 12-2 Lebo.
6 minutes left.
Pretty much all Lebo this game, Mark.
That's right.
as
we've
these
become-
JV games are
That's
kind of
right.
getting in their pattern here. Nice fight there by Nora for the ground ball on the draw, and Lebo now
Morgan
leads.
Daniels running it down. They're going to pass it around. She had the opportunity to take it in. She didn't. I think that's obvious what they're attempting to do, run some clock.
Yeah, they've scored 7 goals here in the second half. And Coach Catan putting the brakes on him a little. We'd like to see him try and play. Avery Sava with a nice shot. Assist there by Sarah Huda here in the second half. Nice job by Lebo. You want to see those assisted goals. Draw control there over to Fox Chapel. Number 7 picks it up. And across the body check called on Lebo. Number 7's going to have Fox Chapel's 5th 8-meter of the night. They are
0 for 5. 0 for 4.
0 for 4. They practice in futility so far, but number 7 does have one of the 2 goals, and she's been and shoots. Probably caught the defenders off guard a little bit. They're stepping back. Usually, everybody's hell bent towards the cage. Misses the goal, and looks like Lebo's going to have the ball. Lebo in the right position at the right place there. On the 8-meter was Olivia Maher. Yeah.
Goalie.
Pass over to Elena Harpster in goal. Elena's going to hang on to it. She's getting pushed. Getting defended fairly well, but a little too aggressively by Fox Chapel. The ref really being precise about where she needs to stand. Thinking to be within a play or so of it, of the spot. But anyhow, passes out to Sophia Cunningham. Cunningham to Maher. Maher with a little dodge right and bringing it up the field. Pass to Saba. Just under 3 minutes to go. 13-2 we've got here. In the 3 minutes in the second half, that is. All Mount Lebanon, all day here. Mark, 13-2. Really strong performance both sides of the ball. And in goal for Mount Lebanon.
Look good. Good crisp passes. Good shots. Got to give credit to Fox Chapel goalie. I think the score could have been much higher.
That's really, really true. It could be 20 easily right now. Mount Lebanon JV on their way to being 8-0-1 on the season, and a lot of those programs, I want to say at Mount Lebanon, come in knowing a lot and doing some amazing stuff already, and that's thanks to what Lebo's been doing with our youth program.
A lot of these girls have been playing since first or second grade, sticking their hand.
They're trying to keep everybody who's signed up in first grade, which is a huge number that they weren't anticipating. They're trying to keep across the country, outside of its hotbeds in places like Long Island and Baltimore and New York. Been growing like crazy outside of that. And good players, college-bound players, you're starting to see lots of them in the Pittsburgh area, which is exciting. Fox Chapel getting in front of the goal, shooting space called. We'll have a chance here on Elena Harpster. See what our defenders and Elena can do. Elena's stepping out of the goal quite a ways here. And nice shot on Elena's strong side there on her right.
That was Fox Chapel's first 8-meter goal, was it not?
That was their first 8-meter goal. That's correct. So they are 5 on 8 meters. Lebo 1 for 2, and under 20 seconds. Might have time to do the draw, but not much more than that here. Mount Lebanon girls JV lacrosse on its way to becoming 8-0-1, and Lebo controlling this draw. Grace Gosselin,
and that's the goal.
and that Nice game top to bottom there by Mount Lebanon Girls JV, Junior Varsity Lacrosse.
13-3 final.
Girls congratulating goalie. JV's been splitting goalie time between Elena Harpster and Madison Flynn. This time Elena taking the second half. And so goal totals for the game, we could talk about that, Mark. I've got 2 girls with hat tricks, 3 goals on the night. Let's start with Sarah Hudak, because she has a hat trick of assists also.
Nice.
So she has
Good
3
game.
goals, 3 assists for Sarah. And as you said, a lot of other goals, some that hit the pipe, a lot that the goalie saved. And then Nina Harpster with a great night, another great night, I should say. Nina with 3 goals on the night. And hopefully you can still hear over the music. But Morgan Daniels with goals and an assist. Avery Saba with 2 goals. We've got Olivia Bonner with 1 goal. Nora Austin with 1 goal. Tessa Conaway with 1 goal. Grace Coughlin with that.
It's a good solid game by the JV.
Yeah, really nice game by the JV. So we've got a game time of 8 o'clock for varsity. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. Okay, about 25 minutes game time. So welcome everyone. We've got up their game not long ago, and JV easily handling the JV, Mount Lebanon I should say, easily.
We've really had our way up.
As we get towards the back half of the season,
Absolutely.
Mark, you want to have those players in that pressure situation, going for those ground balls and those draws and taking those shots, those 8 meters under pressure. You want to see that earlier in the season, so it's not the first time you're facing it.
Exactly.
But Lebo, really a exciting, dynamic team that has a lot of underclassmen this year. A nice mix of upperclass. So interesting enough is Avery Tandon is back tonight. The good news for her is she was cleared through the concussion protocol, and so she is back on the sidelines, cleared to play. Maybe limited minutes is probably what she's worked out with the coaches. Exciting for her to be back on the field.
I'm sure she's.
And we are underway. We've got Bridie Kane chasing the ball down. Reagan Murdoch was on the draw there. Draw control for Lebo, and Bridie Kane bringing it down quickly into the offensive zone. Nice draw control there for Lebo.
Turnover.
Unfortunately, I didn't quite see what happened. We'll pass it out of bounds, I'm guessing. Okay. Those are the types of things
Don't want to
see, but understandable. And Addie Murdoch with a nice ground ball GB right there, and Lebo gets it back. Up at the 8 is Reagan Murdoch, well defended, looking for someone to pass to. Over to Kenzie King, and Kenzie takes it across the goal line, extended to GLE back into the X, looking to roll the crease maybe on the other side. No, she passes it out. Bridie Kane up at the top.
Looking for some opening. Oh,
Bridie sees Addie Murdoch, and I don't know if that came out of her stick funny or if the goalie actually got that. Lily Gerard with a nice ground ball there to recover it, but doesn't make her shot, and Fox Chapel
pick it up.
And a poor pass. Kate Lemondola picking it up, running it into the offensive zone.
Got somebody in the middle there.
Lily Gerard back in the X, looking for someone to pass to, and Lebo getting all the GBs, all the ground balls early in this one. You want to see that for sure. Passing it around here. Addie Murdoch over to Reagan Murdoch, top of the 12. He's lined up outside the 12 here, starting to run a little weave. And Bridie tried to connect with Addie right there. Didn't quite work. Now nice pass inside. And again, and Fox Chapel gets it, but ball down right away. Nice pickup there.
Kind of sloppy with their passes. Turnover.
And maybe not knowing where the lines are, Tegan Hoover passes it, switch fields over to Addie Murdoch, runs it down. So Addie back to Kenzie back in the X. 22 and a half minutes to go here. No score. Lebo varsity squad here. Varsity girls playing Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel 7-1. Lebo girls 8-1. And right to Megan Kane, doesn't quite work out, but Lily Gerard, nice job on the ground ball there.
Nice patience, didn't force it. Looks like she had the opening there for a second.
And Reagan out at the top of the 8, passing it around. Tegan Hoover.
Oh.
Tegan back to Megan Kane. We've got a couple sisters here, so we're going to use a lot of first and last names. We've got Megan Kane, freshman sister of Bridie Kane, senior and captain on this team. Addie Murdoch, freshman, younger sister of Murdoch, who has the ball right now. Reagan's a junior, and pass inside, not successful. Nice ground ball in traffic by Fox Chapel number 2 there, and she's off and running. But good pressure by Tegan Hoover. Pounded by good pressure by Tegan Hoover. We're missing our third wheel on the wagon tonight, Reed Covalin. Shout out to Reed. He's in Colorado. Reed, will miss your color commentary for sure, and hope you have some time to watch your daughter Ellie play tonight. So Lebo calling a play up at the top here. We've got Lebo and White going left to right. Almost 5 minutes into the first half
We've
here.
only had one shot on goal, is that right?
Yeah, a little Brooke Lochran, number 36. Fox Chapel
First
here.
time across the restraining line.
Yeah, we'll get to see here. We've got Addie Donaldson in goal. We've got number 10 is Sid Saba on D. We also already mentioned Kate Lemondola, number 24, very dynamic defender. And obviously our middies are back on D as part of the 7 back there. And Allie Highland, number 2 on the far side there, also a wonderful defender for Lebo. Allie's a junior.
So the defenders are playing way back. That's
Out of the X, across the GLE, goal line extended, and number 2 trying to drive on
isolation.
Murdoch. And
Not
nothing
working.
there. Little trying to pick her pocket from behind was Reagan, unsuccessfully. Nice job by
good defense.
the Lebo D, and good patience by Fox Chapel as well. Lebo's defenders are fighting nicely. Here comes a crease roll by number 4. She's got
Picked
some
up.
wheels, but nice pickup there by
Is that
Bridie Kane.
Yep.
Reagan guarding this girl's right side really strongly, as you oftentimes do with right-handed players. You don't want them to get to their strong side. Force them to shoot lefty. And Fox Chapel back. So Fox Chapel giving them no chance to shoot so far. Allie Highland stopping the crease roll, pass out to number 2. And number 2's got some wheels here.
Nice
Great
save
by
by Addie.
Addie Donaldson.
We've seen that all year round. Great save.
Point blank shot there.
Yeah.
Number 2 was
Not a bad
really,
shot.
really dodge, beat her defender, and point blank shot on Addie, and Addie shifted her stick down into the right and stopped that ball. Great save there by Addie. Up into the offensive zone already by Lebo. Lily Gerard back behind the goal, and she rolls the crease. And a beautiful unassisted goal, crease roll by Lily Gerard right there.
That's picking up. That's been her signature move. She's been seen that a lot the past couple games.
Sophomore, one of that strong sophomore team, that strong underclassmen team that we have here. A bunch of freshmen, bunch of sophomore starters. Really fun to watch.
I'd like to see Lebo break the ice on that. The longest I think we've gone the start a game without a goal by Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, it's just over, almost 7 minutes into the game. We've got 1-0 Lebo. We're watching girls varsity lacrosse here against Fox Chapel. And well done by the D, well done by our goalie, Addie Donaldson there, that started this whole series there.
Get the ball
Push
down
it up
quickly.
the field. Yep.
Don't give Fox Chapel time to set.
And shooting space, blatantly, obviously, there on Fox Chapel. 2 girls just kind of standing in front
Nobody
of
was
the goal.
on Addie Murdoch on the circle there. That's a mistake that I would think they would not
So
make again.
Reagan Murdoch, top of the 8, Lebo's first 8 meter, and Reagan puts it in the goal. Nice.
Looked like the goalie might have had a shot at that. I don't know what happened there.
Touched it maybe, and
We have 2-0, just under 18 minutes.
Reagan Murdoch with the goal. That is Lebo's leading scorer, and that is her 28th goal of the season, if you can believe that. 28 goals and 8 assists for Reagan. Just having a fantastic year. Reagan's a junior. She'll be playing at American University D1 lacrosse after graduation, and
They don't have Addie open this time.
they're covering on the right side. So Reagan on the draw.
Oh, nice.
A bullet at at Addie Murdoch in a hard place to catch it, and she caught it. And beautiful catch there by Addie. I don't know how she grabbed that. It's on the body is
that's the
one of the
backyard
hardest
work?
places to catch the ball there. Yeah, maybe in the backyard. I think that's right, Mark. Pass inside, over to Reagan Murdoch. Assist there by Megan Kane, and beautiful shot again by Reagan.
Fox Chapel does not like what they see.
It took Lebo a while to draw blood, so to speak, but once they did, Mark, I think it's been 3 goals in a couple minutes here.
Scored by number 33, Reagan Murdoch.
Nice moment here to recognize the coaches and some of the other people who are really crucial in Mount Lebanon lacrosse, girls lacrosse in particular. Of course, head coach Brian Catan, and Right by his side is Julie Bushman. Sarah Lamphere is also helping out with the varsity team. You might hear Sarah's loud voice cheering on the girls and directing them. Kat Murphy just coached the JV team to a win. Emilia Krakor, a great player, a great midi from a couple years ago. She's playing at Bowdoin right now, but she's home because of COVID, and she's helping out with the team. I'd also like to recognize a couple people in the Lebo Lacrosse Association. Kristen Reisinger has been knocking the lights out for a long time, doing all sorts of jobs. She was handing out mulch the other day. But thank you to Kristen for really creating just a great program where our girls are thriving, both at the youth and the high school level. Tim Murdoch's been likewise knocking the lights out. He's our high school girls commissioner. We wonder if Tim's doing his day job, and Tim's doing so much for the girls. And Aaron Peer at the high school level with a bunch of, as unformed players that the high school coaches coach. The high school coaches are doing a great job, but they're getting a great product out of the youth program year after year after year. And lots of credit goes to the Mount Lebanon Lacrosse Association and the youth program in particular as well.
I think you said that before. They don't start over, or they just reload. Is that the quote I've heard?
No, that's absolutely right. A lot of these youth teams are coming into the high school level, the JV year, undefeated, or maybe with just one loss or two losses in that 7th, 8th grade time frame. They are strong teams, strong players with great skills, and fun to watch already at that level. So, anyhow, and that's how program at the high school level. There to Tegan Hoover, and a nice save by the Fox Chapel goalie. That goalie being Hannah Humes. Well done by Hannah there. And another pass inside. And Lebo nipping at...
good movement by Lebo.
Nipping at the door here. Back up top, we've got the middies. Bridie Kane beats her player. Misses wide. And Lily Gerard back. And tough one in traffic there. Lebo has it again. So Lebo calling a play by Kenzie King, and Lebo has it again. So Lebo calling a play. A couple of players on the right side doing a little bit of a stack and sequential cuts, clearing the way for Bridie to roll right, but being well defended, very well defended there. Addie Murdoch.
Good defense by Fox Chapel. Quickly collapsing.
Addie Murdoch trying to make something happen, not quite there. Kenzie King back to Lily Gerard in the X, and
goalie stepped out there for a second.
Yeah, Fox Chapel D doing a very solid, an impressive. Look at that, hit her in the head. I wasn't sure to free and get a shot open. Just couldn't finish it off. Fox Chapel.
Nice check from behind.
Reagan Murdoch with a beautiful check from behind, except.
Oh, good call.
And what was the call there, Mark?
I don't
didn't
know,
see
but
what
I
it
liked
was.
it because it went our way.
I can't argue
Those
with
are always
that.
good calls.
Yes, that was an excellent call, even though we don't quite know what it was.
I'm sure that the ref was on point on that call.
It's a very low bar that refs need. Megan Kane first, if they can. And if it's not there, then go to the set offense. But lots of times you can get that one on goalie a lot easier in transition than you can. And beautiful pass there. And shooting space call.
Before the defense gets set up, you're right. Push it down there.
And
yellow card.
she's going to give...
yellow card.
Candidly, this is... they're going to call a dangerous shot there on Reagan Murdoch and give her a yellow card. There was a shooting space call, I believe, happened there. I do know this. I want to complain about refs, but she's had Lebo's number for. there was a one of the Gibbons sisters would perennially get into arguments and fights with her 2 minutes into the game, and I don't know. Poor Lebo gal did anything, but anyways, who are we to call? Yeah, probably about a minute now. Fox Chapel man up right now. It'll be 7-on-6, and they find a cutting number 2.
Nice shot.
Very well done there.
Well defended. So the shot sort of went over the defender.
it was a nice assisted goal there. I'm trying to get a number here. I have a number, it's number 2. She's been a dynamic player. Her name's Sydney Schutzman.
Oh, freshman.
And she is a freshman midi, yeah. How do you know?
My daughter played soccer with her.
No kidding, okay. So I didn't catch who did the assist, forgive me, Chapel listeners. But well done there. And Fox Chapel gets the draw. It's I've got unofficially here 2-1 on the draw control for Lebo, but Fox Chapel back in the offense looking for another goal here. Missing it down, but not quite getting it. And Fox Chapel gets it back. Back in the X right now. And Fox Chapel looking for a cutter. That was a beautiful shot there by Sydney on Addie Donaldson. Addie's got 1 save and 1 goal against at this point. Goalie there, which obviously you never hear Sydney at work again with it, and she gets another dodge against the defender. In that case, Kate Lamandola couldn't hang with her sort of double spin moves there, and. No disrespect to Kate. Those are some amazing moves and dodges there by number 2 Sydney Schutzman of Fox Chapel. So 3-2 now. Went from 3-0 to 3-2.
It's man down.
Lots of times you see this momentum swings in these games. Pendulum kind of for a little while goes one way and then another way. And we're seeing that right now. Important draw control there for Lebo. Tegan Hoover with a nice jump and catch in the air. Tegan on the circle there. And Tegan bringing it down quickly, looking for some daylight, not finding it. And Lebo kind of getting set up on offense again. 3-2 Lebo right now.
Back at full strength.
Reagan Murdoch comes back in, so it'll be 7v7. Reagan with the ball already. And probably looking to make up for some lost time, I'm sure, knowing Reagan. She's tough on herself, but awesome player. King over to Murdoch, Reagan Murdoch, and a little bit of a clear out. Reagan's got it and pops it in, and Hoover can't quite handle it, but nice ground ball by Lily Gerard, really keeping it on the offensive end a couple times. Hoover with beats her defender, and I believe was pushed right there by 22. And Hoover has an 8-meter, Lebo's second 8-meter of the game. They're 1-0 on the 8-meter, and Tegan Hoover beats her defender, and nice save by the goalie. Really beautiful save right there. Tough shot by Tegan at the feet. And Kate Lamandola with a spectacular ground ball. GB in traffic on the run. Gotta have Kate demonstrate that drill where you can run full speed and pick the ball up or you're bent over. That was awesome right there. So Lebo back with the ball. Possession's so important in the high school game. It's no shot clock like you have in college. In college you got that 90 seconds, you gotta shoot, and then it's a turnover. Here you could really just do the old four corners if you wanted to. Addie Murdoch trying to cut through, bumped around, ball comes loose, and to
the goalie.
Yeah, to their goalie, Hannah Hooms. Ball down again, and Addie, beautiful ground ball. Lebo's got to be winning the ground ball war 2-1 mark, and shooting space called for shooting space, but she got caught there right inside the 8. Reagan Murdoch with an 8-meter, and this will be our third 8-meter of the game, and just misses wide. Fortunately, it's going back to Lebo, and
you want to make a habit of missing those 8s.
Lebo 1 for 3 now on the 8 meters. And the middies passing it around up the top, a little bit of a weave going. Reagan and shooting space clearly there, obvious to everyone, including the ref, and Reagan drawing another 8-meter, so this will be Lebo's fourth 8-meter opportunity.
Can't give Reagan too many of these chances.
No,
Good defense,
no sir.
Though.
And Reagan beats the 2 defenders and puts it in the lower right of the
Good
goal.
shot, Reagan. That was solid defense there. They were on her real quick. Just a great shot by Reagan.
Throw your hats in the air. Reagan
three
Murdoch
already?
is it. Yeah. Reagan's got a hat trick this game, and I believe that's her.
So we have 4-2, just under 9 minutes left.
So Lebo responding nicely there, Mark, to a little push from Fox Chapel with those 2 goals in a row, drawing within 1, and Lebo responding well. It's a lot of the little things, in my opinion, that we're doing right. Those ground balls, Lily
That's right.
Gerard and others. Winning those 50-50 balls, keeping the possession going so we
Key.
get another shot.
Key. I think Fox Chapel seem to be kind of sloppy with some of their passes. We're taking advantage of them.
Nice
Draw win by Lebo.
Nice draw win there. Ellie Kovalin into the game at midi, chasing that ball down. Back to Highland, and Highland over to Lamandola on D. Lamandola is showing off some wheels here, weaves around, dodges, up to Megan Kane. It's a bunch of underclassmen passing it around right now. Continuing with Lily Gerard. Kenzie King, who is a senior now, with the ball around to the right. And Lebo looks like they're running a couple of, well, they're changing it up now. Ellie over to Reagan up top. Reagan beats her defender. And goal number 4 for Reagan
Can't
Murdoch.
give Reagan that much room in there.
Unassisted.
She will thank you, Perry.
Beautiful goal there by Reagan. And goal number 4 on the night already in the first half here for Reagan. Lily Gerard with the other goal for Lebo, lead to a score of 5-2 over Fox Chapel. We're watching girls varsity lacrosse here at Mount Lebanon against the 7-1 Fox Chapel squad. Again, Mark, nice response here from Lebo. They don't want a close game.
No.
And I'm sure they feel like they can take this team. Ellie Kovalin didn't quite know where the ball was and gets run over by the Fox Chapel.
Yellow card, I'm curious.
That's a good question. That is a very good question. I don't know if it has to do with intention or not, but very interesting situation there.
It's clearly in the head.
Yeah, Ellie seems okay. She's hopefully fine. Bridie Kane up at the top, looking for daylight. So the middy's passing it around. A nice draw control there for Lebo. It's I've got unofficially 3-2 for Lebo on the draws. Lily Gerard there looking for a crease roll, not seeing it, and Ellie Kovalin out at the 12. And Murdoch looking for a cutter. Reagan passes to Tegan Hoover, who is open in front of the goal, catches and shoots, and a beautiful save by the goalie. Illegal check called on Lebo there as goalie was trying to clear it, and it'll go to Fox Chapel. Just under 7 minutes, I should say, left in the first half.
That's a poor call.
And Lebo called there, I guess, for overly of a push or check. You want
That's
those
right.
attackers, and there's a good check from behind. You want to make it really hard for the against Fox Chapel. Ball will go over to Reagan Murdoch. Great job of defending there in the middle of the field by Lebo. Tegan Hoover bringing it down. Lily Gerard. Back to Murdoch. Murdoch and
Nice
the
aggressive
goalie.
play by the goalie.
Goalie.
Goalie's having a good game.
She is having a good game, and she was way out on that one. And a push on Kenzie King.
Kenzie's an accomplished hockey player. That might have been a
Yeah,
checking
you
on
know,
board.
the sports probably blend together on some level, but you got to love the aggressiveness. Coach Catan yelling to play the body and stop going for so many checks and sticks. It's always exciting and spectacular to get that check and get the ball down, but a lot of
A lot of times
the
better to
meat and
slow 'em
potatoes
down,
of
right?
defense is body positioning and bodying up your offensive player, as we all know. So Fox Chapel bringing it down successfully, and number 4 rolls Reese and does not. I think did she hit the side of the goal there? Anyhow, nice save by Addie Donaldson in any case, and unfortunately the clear is not a connection, and Fox Chapel picks the ball back up. 4.5 minutes to go, 5-2 Lebo, and Fox Chapel pressuring again now.
Oh, nice shot.
And nice save there. Well, good positioning, I should say, by Addie Donaldson. So
Yep.
Addie, I think, has 3 saves on the night, 2 goals against. Unofficial counts here. Fox Chapel was player was closest to the ball when it crossed the line, so they get the ball back, and it's back in play here. Lebo set on D. Fox Chapel calling some sort of play here.
Out pretty far.
A little bit of maybe a motion offense kind of thing. They're heavily loaded on the right half. Maybe clearing out for a crease roll. This girl doesn't look like she's ready to crease roll though.
Oh,
And a pass inside to number 2, who's been very dangerous, very good with the ball. Nice check from behind. And scramble for the ball.
Yeah,
and
that's
number
good aggressive
2,
play.
Sydney, gets run over there. It was good aggressive play, I
Who
agree,
was
by
it?
Allie Highland. Clearly going for the ball, not
the-
attempting to foul. And Allie scrambles back on D. So Fox Chapel having possession here. They would sure desperately want a blocker and just couldn't come up with the down ball afterwards. Cutter back by the goal, but Sid Saba way out from the goal.
gotta be careful there.
You do have to be careful there. You don't want you don't want to get beat that far out.
Nice check.
And number 2 running into traffic again, and Lebo's D just too good. No. No, I didn't see that.
Yellow line's out. Right? Oh, no, the blue line. It was out. Yes.
Oh, it's a blue. Okay, our bad. We were going by the maxim that any call for Lebo is a good call, but unfortunately losing all touch with reality in the process. Multiple checks here, and Fox Chapel continuing without the whistle, as you're allowed to do here.
Not now, right? Now they have to stop at the whistle after 2 minutes. Is that
Well,
right?
you're right. No, you're right. We just crossed that 2-minute mark here. It's 5-2 Lebo, and Fox Chapel
It
pressuring
seemed
again.
like she ran it. Oh, maybe that was just out of bounds.
Lebo D standing strong here. 2 goals against between them and Addie Donaldson. So nice first half, I'd say, by any measure.
Yep.
Holding a team to 2 goals.
Both goals were during a man down.
Fox Chapel doing a nice situation. Sid Saba playing D on a potential crease roller here. Pass out top between the 12 and the 8. And Fox Chapel trying a lot of stuff, but not succeeding much. Here's number 2. She's been very dynamic. Sydney Schutzman. Sure, I'm butchering that last name.
No, I think you got it right, actually. That is correct.
She's been very dangerous with quick moves, quick spin moves, multiple spin moves. Pass inside, and Addie Donaldson steps out and makes the interception. Nice job by Addie there.
Yeah.
46 seconds left, and we'll see if
Let's see if
Lebo
we can-
tries to make something happen.
I'm sure they will try.
Ball in the hands of Reagan Murdoch, crossing over midfield, heavily covered to Ellie Copeland. Ellie gets checked from behind and badgered there by Sydney.
30 seconds left.
Want to get rid of the ball. And nice ground ball under pressure by Sydney. 20 seconds to go. Reagan Murdoch with the ball.
Nice
And
shot.
beautiful pass over to sister
Anyway,
Addie Murdoch. And Addie turns and shoots it at about 100 miles an hour into the goal. 6-2 Lebo.
we
Addie
needed that.
Murdoch's first
15
goal of the
seconds
night.
left.
Beautiful play on that last 45 with her 14th goal of score for Lebo, behind sister Reagan Murdoch and then Tegan Hoover. Great season so far unbelievable season, really, for Addie Murdoch, freshman. And a draw control to Lebo, and they've got 10 seconds, Mark.
Let's see if they can do it again.
See if they can do it.
Oh.
Pass inside, couldn't quite connect. Attempted pass to Lily Gerard, didn't happen.
She was open there for a second.
And that'll be it for the first half. 6-2 Mount Lebanon, girls varsity over Fox Chapel. And pretty tightly contested.
Yeah. All those goals are hard fought for. Fox Chapel's playing a good game. Mount Lebanon's playing a good game.
Megan Murdoch with 4 of the 6 goals for Mount Lebanon in the first half. Addie Murdoch with 1 at the end there, and Lily Gerard with a really nice crease roll early in the game to start the scoring. We've got draw control, I think, is slightly to Lebo, unofficially 4-3 maybe. Thank you for the light. 4-3 for Lebo. On 8 meters, I've got Lebo being 1 for 3. Fox Chapel, I think they had 2. I want to say they're 0 for 2. I could be wrong on that. Megan Kane with an assist.
Like a little wider margin.
Yeah. We might take a short break here. We've got 5-minute halftime, and we'll see you in a minute.
Riley, Hewitt, Whitty, and Romano's law firm. Rolling Labor Building Company. Taco the Opera. The Porch. The Saloon. Toss Pizza and Wings. Wendy Williams and Associates, attorney at law. White Realty Advisors. The Blue Devils' upcoming schedule, they will travel to Kanamak tomorrow night, Tuesday, April 27th. They will travel to Alderdice Friday, April 30th. That is a varsity game only. 3:30 face-off time. Their next home game is next Tuesday, May 4th. It is a JV game versus Hampton and a varsity game versus Baldwin. This will also be senior rec night in Utah. Plan on attending.
Welcome back. Getting ready to start the second half. Mount Lebanon leading the Fox Chapel 6-2. Hold on, what's the Fox Chapel mascot?
Oh, I don't know.
Sounds like a fox. I would think a fox. I could be completely wrong. I should look at it.
That's a good question, Mark. You stumped the chump, which isn't hard to do. So yeah, 6-2, sort of low-scoring affair so far. We've got the draw ready here, second half. Reagan Murdoch on the draw for Lebo. Of course, I'm out of breath after sprinting up the steps, if you could call that sprinting. And draw control over to Fox Chapel, and attacking fast is number 2, Sydney Schutzman by Lebo D, getting back quickly.
The mascot is the fox.
It is the Fox.
An educated guess. I was right.
Well done, Mark.
It was a
If
soft-
I ever
it was
need to
soft
pick a
fox.
mascot, I know where to go. I feel. But it would be fun to walk around in a Fox outfit.
That's right.
Lebo D,
Trying to roll. What's going on?
this gal carrying the ball for a long time here, looking for opportunity.
Good D.
Bridie Kane way out on her. And Fox Chapel, I'm sure, wanting to draw a goal here, get within 3. Ball down.
Oh, you gotta get those.
Schutzman with a nice G. Fox Chapel.
The Mount Lebanon player was surprised it was on the ground there for a second. Wasn't expecting it.
Fox Chapel back in the X, crossing the goal line extender, the GLE here. And Fox Chapel not really looking like they're running much of a play here. Maybe it's just their motion offense. And ball down again. Started chasing that ball down from behind. Tegan Hoover showing some wheels.
Oh.
And Chasson broke free very nicely. Freshman.
Wanted
Megan
that. She
Pena.
wanted that shot.
Nice positioning at the end line, getting the ball back. Reagan Murdoch breaks free, breaks open, and a beautiful save there by Hannah Humes, the goalie for Fox Chapel. Nice shot by Reagan, I have to say. Low and tough ball, but even better save by Hannah.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick of saying the good save by the goalie. I want to get to the end.
Yeah.
But she has played a very solid game.
And Fox Chapel bringing it across the midfield rapidly into the zone, looking for a transition goal, and they get it. Fox Chapel player left open, kind of behind the curtain, behind the defense there. The goal, one on goalie on Addie, and she couldn't make the save.
Yeah. You got to get in front. We were talking about that earlier. Slow them down.
Yeah, and we talked about looking for that goal, and it's a lot easier oftentimes to score in set. Fox Chapel took that to their advantage right there. 6-3 Mount Lebanon.
Did you
22 minutes to go.
Scored the goal? I'm sorry, huh?
I did not.
I did not either. Maybe we'll get it from the announcer.
Sorry to the Fox Chapel fans there. Space call. Tegan Hoover will have an 8. Relatively for her, quiet night, but doing a lot of little things. She'll have a chance to possibly shoot and score. She sprints across the middle. Well defended there. And ball down, but picked up by Murdoch. And Murdoch, this goalie is playing out of her mind. That's Hannah Humes. A couple of saves there. Unbelievable saves. And Fox Chapel player getting defended and checked liberally by Tegan Hoover. And Chapel retains possession of the ball. But this is what you want to see. Nice check there by Murdoch, Reagan. And Lebo making it hard for Fox Chapel to bring it across the restraining line into the offensive zone. Kate. And another call on Kate. So ball with Fox Chapel here into the offensive zone. Looking to get within comfortable for Lebo. 6-3 might arguably be uncomfortable for them. They're back behind the X. Looking for cutters.
Looks like we got to solve that goalie. What was her name again?
Hannah Humes
She was playing outstanding.
doing spectacular. And Fox Chapel kind of getting set up, taking their time here on offense. 20 minutes to go, 6-3 Mount Lebanon. Girls varsity lacrosse here, a good one. Well contested match, and I'd say the difference is really and well done by
Fox Chapel maintains possession, closest to the ball.
good try by Addie Donaldson trying to run that down, but Sydney Schutzman was a little bit quicker, getting her, I believe it was her own shot.
Yeah.
She shot with about 3 defenders on her. Maybe not the, and a knock from behind. Illegal check called on Reagan Murdoch. It looked pretty clean to me, but the ref was certainly closer. And Fox Chapel will have their third 8-meter of the night, number. And
Fox Chapel player was in the crease.
Fox Chapel player in the crease. Thank you, Mark. Unfortunately, we had the ball way down at the 40-yard line. Now we got to bring it back to the goal.
One thing I've noticed, Hans, is that Fox Chapel's
Allie
defenders.
Oh, interesting.
So if you watch the next.
Scramble in front of the goal. Lily Gerard gets it, shoots point blank, and somehow the goalie saves it. Sydney Schutzman with another ball. Right, she has a knack. That's an empty stick, empty check. Tegan Hoover keeps going as she should. Shooting space, not called, and Hoover brings it out top there. Lily Gerard up top. Tegan Hoover. We'll see if Lebo can settle down here, and you know, they have taken some really good shots, Mark. It's not like they're kind of nervous or messing around or making mistakes. It's just been great goalie, you know. And Bridie Kane breaks open. She's got some daylight, but gets knocked in the head. She's adjusting her goggles, and no call on Allie Highland. And Reagan Murdoch picks it up. Thanks to Allie Highland for putting up a nice bear of a fight there. Reagan Murdoch in with her left hand, unassisted. Reagan Murdoch with her 5th goal of the night for Lebo.
Fantastic job. We needed that.
How many times have we been down, Mark, and Reagan Murdoch just puts the team on her shoulders?
Absolutely.
Not that there's a lot of good players on those teams, a lot of other good players.
No, I agree.
When we're kind of need a goal, she seems herself.
Sure sign of a great player. Ready to lift her teammate up.
Unassisted goal there for Reagan Murdoch, her 5th of the night, and that would be her 32nd goal of the season with 8 assists. Not a lot of assisted goals for Lebo tonight. We're kind of not getting those inside passes that was a problem in our last 2 games as well. Murdoch there with a draw control. Lebo up 6-3 on the draw control unofficial count. Bridie Kane has some daylight, shooting space, does the right thing. She charges all, knows she's going to get a shooting space call. And smart play by Bridie.
We need another.
Yeah.
We have another.
Was it a goal? And up there, beautiful pass by Bridie Kane. One captain to another captain. That was Bridie over to Reagan Murdoch, and Reagan with the goal. One on goalie there.
I'm going to have to throw your hat. Intelligent lacrosse play.
And unselfish as well. You know, you get on that 8-meter, and it takes a captain, I think, it takes a mature player, I should say, not just a captain, to be thinking about what's best for the team right now. Who's going to get the best shot on this play? Is it me or is it someone else? And
another impressive thing about Reagan, you know they're teeing up on it. You know they're paying attention to it.
Exactly.
And she's still putting those goals in.
This timeout's a good time to go over our schedule. Alright, you gotta get your glasses out. So let's listen up here for Lebo fans. We've got Cannon Mac at Cannon Mac tomorrow night. That's Tuesday, April 27th, both J City. Then this Friday, we've got That's April 30th. We've got varsity only at Alderdice at 3:30 p.m. So kind of a matinee show there. Now, May 4th, big night, everyone. Mark your calendars. It's going to be senior night here at Lebo at home. There's a varsity game versus Baldwin that night. There's also a JV game versus Hampton. Before that, we're going to introduce some of the youth. It should be an amazing night all around. Everybody, please come out. May 4th, that's Tuesday. And if you're really a good planner, May 6th, we've got Thursday at Greater Latrobe, JV and varsity. May 8th, Saturday at home versus Bethel Park at 2 o'clock. So that's a game after senior night. That's a May playoff start the 17th. Here we are at the draw. We've got 16 and just over 16 and a half to go in the second half. Girls varsity lacrosse, Mount Lebanon leading 8-3. Again, another draw control there by Reagan Murdoch. And Lebo again, Mark, responding nicely to, seems like Fox Chapel makes a push and threatens, and then Lebo responds the way you would hope they'd respond.
Exactly.
Brady Kane up at the top here. Ball knocked down. She picks it up over to Addie Murdoch. Addie Murdoch drawing 3 or 4 defenders in the middle. Textbook thing, backs it out and doesn't try to force it. Back in the X, Lily Gerard. Out to Hoover. And Lebo may want to just, I don't know that you'd be running clock at 15 minutes, Mark. Probably looking to score, run your offense and score. Lily Gerard in the middle. Nothing there to shoot on. Addie Murdoch charging. Cutter inside. Lily Gerard, nice catch and nice shot.
Another good save.
Another good save by the goalie.
Can't say enough about it.
Lily using the out of bounds line, but the Fox Chapel player gets hit for the ball. Sydney Schutzman of Fox Chapel comes up with it, and she's got wheels.
Nice
she's
check.
showing off those wheels. Nice check from behind by Lemon Dole. Yes. Yep, absolutely right, Mark. And Addie Donaldson.
Heads up play by Addie Donaldson.
Yep, watching the eyes of the passer and seeing the cutter, steps out and intercepts the ball. Beautiful play by Donaldson there. Won't show up in the stat sheet, but that was a great turn. Let's see if we can capitalize and score here. Quickly down the field by Lebo. Megan Kane with the ball. And Megan can't quite make it happen position, but Bridie Kane breaks through and passes it into Kane. Close to a shooting space call there. Kane charged in. Back in the X is Kenzie King. She's a lefty. She can roll. And a little bit double covered there. Tough pass to Addie Murdoch. And X away from Lily Gerard. Lily's covering her. And nice.
Puts the shot on.
Tegan Hoover gets some space. Just misses the goal left. The goalie had gotten back to the goal mark, so it wasn't an open net there. But Fox Chapel's goalie not afraid to run around and mix it up.
Playing great.
Field.
Playing great.
She's a little mad she didn't make the defensive squad, and so she's trying to show the coaches I think she can play defense. Lebo with a little weave up at the top. Cutters across the middle. And nice there. And we've got a shooting space call. Clear shooting space. On number 2, Bridie Kane will have Lebo's 4th 8-meter.
It's kind of a tough angle. We'll see what you can do.
Excuse me, 5th 8-meter of the night. We're 2 for 4 so far. And Bridie beats the defenders, gets in, and saved by the goalie. Heard that one before.
Yeah.
Seen this movie before. And Hannah Humes, the goalie for Fox Chapel, a lot of credit to her. She knows what she's doing back there. Nope. Middies doing their thing up here. We haven't had a lot of success, as we said, Mark, with assisted goals here, passes and shots. I'm counting 2 assists out of 8 goals here tonight.
I think a lot of that, the goalie's really playing. The goalie's making fantastic saves.
Yes, true. No question. Missed connection there with Kenzie King and intercepted by the Fox Chapel player. The defender's running it all the way down, and she's got some wheels.
Slow down there. Now she's out.
Well defended, and she's caught against the goal line. And charged. Beautiful defense. The repositioning is what made the play there.
Caitlin Amendola?
Yes.
Nowhere for the Fox Chapel player to go. Oh.
And tough pass there.
Don't like those bloopers.
And nice, almost a nice GB by Amendola, but the ball squirts loose. Back to Fox Chapel. Number 7, who had a nice night for the JV team. Remind me, Mark, I got a story about that JV game.
Okay.
But this number 7 had a very nice game for the JV. 7 had a very nice game for the JV squad earlier. And Fox Chapel settles into their offense. The poor girl who got hurt during the JV game, there was an injury, unfortunately, during the JV game, had just gotten back from an ACL tear on her one knee, and she was certain, and it sounds like she tore the ACL on her other knee.
Terrible.
She had just gotten back. Our wishes for that it's not what it sounds like it was for her, and if it is, in either case, a speedy recovery to that player. I don't know her name, unfortunately, but there.
She was obviously in pain and upset.
Yeah, it explained the it explained the sobbing. I mean, the pain would explain it enough. But if you're just back from another ACL tear and you think you've got a new one,
See, Hans, you see how the defense is happy to sit back and allow our attackers to go all the way up?
I see that. So Fox Chapel's defenders not up on the restraining line, and nice positioning there, Addie Donaldson.
They can take advantage of
They
it.
missed the goal, and she's passing it out to Tegan Hoover. Nice pass, nice clear there, and Tegan sees an open Megan Kane across the field. Megan's bringing it into the offensive zone, and Megan unassisted with the land. Beautiful shot by Megan Kane.
That's
just what we were talking about earlier.
moving
You
that
want to
ball.
push the ball up the field. If you can get a one-on goalie, you got to do that because it's so hard to get those once the defense is set.
And that's what I wanted to mention. I mean, if they're not going to press our attackers up there, it makes it much easier for us to get that first pass out of our defensive end to the middle of the field. A lot of options open up.
Absolutely, absolutely. 9-3 Lebo, 9:45 left in the game. It's half number 2. We've got varsity girls out Mount Lebanon against the Fox Chapel Foxes, and Mount Lebanon creating, I think, the space finally that they were hoping to get, and really well done. I'd say on the defensive end, we're just not letting them get many good looks, if any at all.
That's right.
The defense and the middies doing a great job, and then now our offensive end is starting to fire pretty nicely.
Mount Lebanon scored by number 21, Megan Kane.
Out of bounds.
And the Fox Chapel girl collects it, so they get the draw control technically, but she steps out of bounds rather immediately, and the ball back to Lebo. Lebo already in the offensive set, back in the X. 9.5 to go. Lily Gerard looking for a cutter, deflected, well defended there. Nice ground ball, GB, and traffic there, Bridie Kane.
We've been doing a great job in the ground balls
And
today.
that's right. Those 50-50 balls are really, I'd say we're maybe not quite 2-1, but we're well ahead in this game on the ground balls and the 50-50 balls, and that's made a huge difference. Reagan Murdoch, she can go right, she can go left. She sees a cutting Tegan Hoover, and Tegan takes a lefty shot a little bit high. I don't know if that hit something or a
Looks
stick
like they
hit
got a
her
stick.
stick.
Yeah, looks like they got a stick.
Got a stick on her shot. When the two middle cutters are not cutting. Good no call there by the ref. Two girls going for the ball. Megan Kane comes up with the GB ground ball and crosses over the goal line extended back into the X. Ball down again. Lily Gerard. And not sure what the call was there. Seemed like she was just going for the ball. It might have been a cover, I'm not sure. Didn't make it out, but Fox Chapel gets the ball in the sphere there by Tegan Hoover probably. And Fox Chapel. And that would be extending the arms on Megan Kane. Megan, Fox Chapel coaches, I think, yelling about giving space there. Definitely seems like the Fox Chapel coaches are not happy about the physicality of things here. But you know, a lot of these girls want to play in college, or a lot of them play club level. You go to those. You go to Baltimore. You go to New York. You know, some of those top programs from Long Island, New Jersey. They're playing really physical. But generally, the refs doing a good job of not calling every ticky-tacky thing here, in my opinion, at least.
Well, it seems like this Fox Chapel player will run at isolation for her quite a bit. She runs it around.
Looking to pass, ball down, and double team there. That was a nice double team, and Lebo comes up with the ball. Sid Saba. That's the way you want to double team, is one girl bodying up the player with the ball, and the other girl gets the opportunity to check. That was a beautiful textbook double team right there by Lebo. Tegan Hoover, ability to beat defenders, clearly from her mother's side. And ball back in the X here, Lily Gerard. Not seeing a cutter. And up top, we've got just under 6 minutes to go.
9-3.
And is that Avery Tannen?
Yes,
Avery
it is.
Tannen's in the game.
She snuck in on
She
us.
gets a yell. Yes, she's just back today. Just got cleared today from a concussion, and.
Great to see her back out there. I'm sure she's happy.
She is. It was killing her not to play in that St. Clair game, especially.
Yeah.
But, she's happy to be out, easing her way back into playing time here, I think. And she had vestibular therapy, which is all about your balance and motion and being dizzy, and kind of your eyesight is related to that. And a lot of Bushmen who unfortunately had a rough concussion a couple years ago. The assistant coach for Lebo, just a wonderful coach for our program. She had a bad concussion a couple years ago. She had vestibular therapy, helped her a lot as well. Successful clear by Fox Chapel. They're going to look to see if they can get on the board. And big swing there by one of the Lebo players, Caitlin Mendola. And that will draw a yellow card, unfortunately. By the ref.
4:39, so we got till 2:39.
2:39. You can't really tomahawk. You need a controlled check motion where you come back up after you go down, ideally. And that was.
Coaches are refs are getting worked over by the Fox Chapel coaches.
And a push there called, and Fox Chapel will have I'm guessing is their fourth. I think it's their fourth 8-meter of the game. They've got a big 0-4 so far.
This is where we got in trouble in the first half.
And nice job there. Who was that? Reagan Murdoch getting her stick in there. And another nice shot there.
Good shot.
Off balance, low hockey type shot, slap shot. But Lebo D and Addie Donaldson in goal holding right here. Doing a nice job of holding. 3 goals in the whole game so far, under 4 minutes. And Megan Kane should be on the track. I think she is actually on the track team at the same time. That was an impressive sprint right there. I got tired watching it. Megan tries to run through 2 defenders, though. Unfortunately, not generally a great idea,
nice
but
play.
batted down by Addie Murdoch.
Great
Playing
play.
defensive back.
Great play. I know, you can hear Coach Catan tell him to slow it down.
And they're trying to play keep away here. Fox Chapel alertly is sending a backer and maybe another player out to Hassel, and a push against Avery Tannen. And Avery Tannen will get the ball, so clock's running.
We're back at even strength now, Hans.
Back to even strength. Kate Lemondoe on the field. And Avery going into goal.
Oh,
And
another
rolls
good
the
save.
free. Check from behind. Nice controlled check. 2 minutes to go. 9-3 Lebo here. And nice check by Addie Murdoch. causes the turnover. Kate Lemondola passes up to Megan Kane. And Lily Gerard bring it back to X. Over to Avery Tandon here. And I'm sure Lebo's going to be content to run out the clock here if they can. And Fox Chapel not challenging, Mark.
Yep.
I guess they've. You want to see them kind of doubling, and there they go with the double, or sort of. I'm surprised they're going to just let this run out, to be honest. Ellie Coughlin with a nifty move. Reagan Quigley in the game now, number 6 at midi. And nice check there. Out of bounds. Bridie Kane gets the ball. If you check the ball out of a player's stick on the opposing team out of bounds, it's your ball. Beautiful play by Bridie here.
Under a minute left.
And Megan Kane on the far end. 10. Ellie Coughlin with the almost lost her fingers on that check. And Reagan Quigley out at the top. Backs it out, looking for a passing partner. And Tegan Hoover with the ball.
Looks like the refs are happy.
Tandon over to Bridie Kane. Kane doubled. Kane gets rid of it over to Ellie Coughlin. In the sphere, dangerous check there by Fox Chapel.
Wait for the whistle.
12 seconds to go. And so you got to wait for the whistle inside the 2 minutes as Mark is out. Hoover, Gerard, Tandon, 3, 2, 1. And Lebo with an impressive 9-3 win over Fox Chapel.
Overcoming a great game by the Fox Chapel goalie.
Really, the Fox Chapel goalie kept this from being 15-3.
Yep.
But hats off to Lebo's D and Addie Donaldson in goal, and our middies, and our attackers for rebending on the way down. It was a hard fought. They made every yard of Fox Chapel there, gaining every yard a hard thing.
They weren't
for
giving
them.
them anything.
So some goal totals for the night, Mark. We've got Reagan Murdoch with 6 of the 9 Mount Lebanon goals. And Lily Gerard started things off with a crease roll with 1 goal. Megan Kane with a goal and an assist. Addie Murdoch with a goal. And Bridie Kane with an assist on the game. And that's the scoring total for a varsity team who goes 9-1 on the season. Fox Chapel goes to 7-2. And let me repeat the upcoming games here in a second, Mark. We've got Cannon Mac at Cannon Mac tomorrow night, both JV and varsity. That's Tuesday the 27th. We've got Alderdice at Alderdice. That's varsity only this Friday, April 30th at 3:30. Your calendars, everyone. May 4th, Tuesday, we've got first a JV game versus Hampton here. Then the same night we've got varsity game versus Baldwin, and it is senior rec night for Lebo. So the seniors will be recognized before the varsity game. And then we also have that night, and come out here. It should be really fun. And then talking about May 6th, Thursday, we're at Greater Latrobe. May 8th, we're at home versus Bethel Park at 2 p.m. Mark your calendars for that as well. And then May 12th, we finish out the season at Seneca Valley. Whipple playoffs, which undoubtedly they'll be in the playoffs, I would say is safe to say at this point. Those start May 17th, so mark your calendars for that as well. Strong night for Lebo, but not a lot of errors. I think they won the 50-50 balls handily tonight. And draw control was 7-4 for Lebo. We were, I think, 2 out of 5 on 8 meters. Fox Chapel 0 for 3 on 8 meters. And that's about Tim Murdoch, who's doing a great job as high school commissioner. Kristen Reisinger, overall commissioner of Mount Lebanon Lacrosse, knocking the lights out year after year. And look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks, everyone.
Looks like this is a new one.
Yep.
Nice job. Hey, you too. Careful with stuff. You got more tonight, Thomas?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's early. Thank you.
Have a good one. Oh, you're welcome.
Yep, thank you.